Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Battle Series, The School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spot ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2018 season. So we are here, we are Friday, and I am pre-recording this episode, obviously, as you guys probably imagine, because I am right now, weirdly saying it, I will be in Bilbao. So ready to commentate this coming weekend's special event in Bilbao, which will be held in Spain, obviously. So we are going to finish the week off with this Crazygon2 team that we've been playing for the past 2 weeks. It's been a lot of fun. I think it's a really quirky, kind of cool team. It's a different look on how to, I guess, use kind of standard Pokemon and just kind of adapt them yourself in your own little way. So I think it's been a lot of fun, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the videos that we've had with it. We'll be probably playing the last game we have on the series with this team today, so we'll have a new team next week. And on that note, I do want to say, keep the suggestions coming in, because I want to amalgamate everything that we've got from you guys and build a new team for Monday that we'll have. So that should be a lot of fun. Actually, on a note, there will be no video on Monday because I get back from Bilbao really late Sunday evening, and I'm not going to have a chance to record anything before Monday evening, so we'll be back on Tuesday next week. So it just gives me a little bit of respite between getting back from the event and then kind of finding my feet. But we'll be back on Tuesday with an episode of School of Hard Knocks, brand new team, and in between now and then, do let me know your suggestions. If you've got anything, any burning desires that you want to see played on the series, do let me know and we can work those into the new team. And before we jump in and find an opponent, I just want to say there is a lot of events happening over this weekend, so whatever you guys are attending, be it the special event, be it a mid-season showdown, a PC, or whatever it is, I wish you all the best. Hope you have an amazing time over the weekend, and all the best luck in the world for your results in the tournaments. And do let me know how you get on in your tournaments over the weekend. It will be really interesting to hear, and I'm just really excited to see what teams kind of come out of this special event, because as we see with this team, I think it's a good example that, you know, not the metagame, the format still isn't still. There's still ideas there to be had. There's still ideas to kind of adapt and try and use. So it'll be interesting to see if any other players kind of break anything out, new calls and things like that. So it'll be extremely good to see. I'm super excited anyway. But we'll hop on, see if we can find an opponent. I'm normally used to doing Friday's episode after the stream, so it's kind of like a big thanks for the stream, guys, but hopefully the stream goes well on Thursday. I'm looking forward to this week. We are doing view battles, so it should be a lot of fun, and I think we're going to get to the point soon where we want to start ramping up the streams that we do every week, so it should be a lot of fun. And if you guys have preferences on a different day that we do a stream over on our Twitch channel, do let me know, and we can also work that in to our schedule. But we have our first opponent of the day, and they're running a team of Pelipper, Golduck, Kartana, Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, and Metagross. So we've got the rain core there, so you know Gigalith's going to be really handy to disrupt the rain. Metagross Tapu Lele is a bit scary with the Metagross with that psychic terrain support, but I do feel like I want to go down the Crazygon2 route here with Togedemaru. Definitely want Tapu Fini here just to disrupt the terrain. It also gives us something to work in the rain with if we find ourselves in that position. And we probably need Gigalith in the last slot, but then kind of I guess we're alright against the Kartana, because if we get the Crazygon2 boosted up, we're not in the worst situation in the world. So we can deal with it that way, and Tapu Fini is scarfed as well, so it's not a horrendous situation. So I'll lead off with P2, Togedemaru, Tapu Fini and Gigalith in the back, and we'll see how well we do in this episode. hopefully we give the team a good send-off. I feel like it deserves a good send-off. As always, guys, I have put the Pastebin in the description alongside the QR code as well. So if you guys want to hop on and try this team out on the battle spot, it is there for you to use. And if you do, let me know how you get on with it, how you find it, how it plays and everything like that. I think we've identified as the week's gone on, there's some big problems with things like Muck, things like Mandibuzz, Dark types in particular. You know, it puts me off bringing the Porygon2. So do let me know your thoughts as well and your findings with the team. So here we see my opponent lead off Pelipper, if I can get my words out. I'm not stuttering on purpose, by the way. I'm just playing along. But Pelipper and Golduck. What we could do here, the Pelipper is going to go for a Tailwind, isn't it? So I think we could... There's always the threat of the Golduck going for the Hydro Vortex. And if it does do that into the Porygon2, we don't want to lose P2, do we? So we want to go for that conversion. Boost while we can, Z conversion. And I am just going to fake out into the bigger threat right this moment, which is the Golduck. And just see the Pelipper withdraw. So no Tailwind this turn. See Metagross hit the field. Now we're going to see Golduck withdraw as well. No, Golduck stays in. We do get the fake out into it. And we are going to get our Z conversion off. So there we go. Turn into that mysterious ghost type that Porygon2 is. Boosting all those stats, and did we get... Yeah, we got the double special attack boost with that download boost, which is really nice. So we'll go for a Shadow Ball into the Metagross, and let's disrupt the rain here. Let's take Togedemaru, keep it in the back for later on, and bring in Gigalith just to take away that rain boost from the Golduck that might want to go for that Hydro Vortex this turn. It probably feels threatened as well from the Togedemaru, so at the same time, you know, it has to be a bit hesitant, but probably wants to prioritise getting rid of this Porygon2 off the field. And we are going to see the Hydro Vortex come out, and it will be into, you've got to imagine, that Porygon2 slot. But we should take it outside the rain. We've got the defensive boosts now, and a +2 Shadow Ball is definitely going to pick up the KO onto that Metagross. I say definitely, it should do, depends how defensively built the Metagross is. See the Hydro Vortex come in, does about 50% damage to the Golduck, which is fine. Shadow Ball into the Metagross, picking up the KO there. Critical hit. The awkward thing now is obviously that the Pelipper is going to come back in, and the Golduck is going to be faster. It's going to be able to get a water type attack off before we can get any recovery. But I think if we hadn't brought the sand in when we did, let's go for a recover. Let's go recover. Yeah, let's go for a recover with P2 and bring in Tapu Fini. Yeah, if we didn't, I don't think if we brought the sand in when we did, I don't know if we would have taken the Hydro Vortex. I'd have to calculate. We might have done. We probably would have done, but you know, you never want to just take that risk when we didn't really necessarily have to. So we bring in Tapu Fini. For Gigalith, keep it in the back. We see a Hydro Pump come out from the Golduck. In the rain, of course, that's enough. And we'll see the Pelipper go for just a Scald. Just Tapu Fini will be able to take quite comfortably. And yeah, I'll bring in Gigalith now. One thing you've got to think of is that my opponent might just switch out the Pelipper. What's the potential threats in the back? I mean, it could have Kartana, which would be a bit awkward, wouldn't it? Let's go for a Rock Slide, and let's go for a Moonblast into the Golduck. Hopefully it's not Kartana. If it is, it's going to be quite difficult to close out this game, I feel. But you've got to imagine that the Pelipper probably switches out here. Unless it is, obviously it might have Wide Guard, protect against those rock slides, etc. There's a Pelipper switch out. And it is the Kartana. What we didn't want to see. But not the worst, I guess. Not the worst. Hydro Pump does hit into Gigalith. Doing really good damage. And we do get the Rock Slide. This will take the Golduck down. Now I'm in a bit of a catch-22 situation here because I want to switch out the Gigalith. I want to be able to get the sand back up. But at the same time, I feel like I really need to preserve Tapu Fini more than anything else. So I'll protect Gigalith this turn and I'll switch in Togedemaru. There's a protect from Giggles. We're going to see Leaf Blade maybe into the Togedemaru slot. Sacred Sword into Gigalith. Double into that. Scald. Excellent. So we get the Togedemaru in for free. We've still got our Sash, which is the main thing, I guess. I'll probably see a Leaf Blade from the Kartana. Let's go for a Rock Slide, and let's go for... Who do I fake out though? That's the thing. Do I fake out any? And the Pelipper's the obvious choice here, but because it's probably got the Sash, do we want to fake it out or not? I mean, what we could do is actually switch out Gigalith into Fini and fake out the Kartana here. We'll probably take a Scald from the Pelipper if it doesn't protect into Togedemaru. But we have got the Sash, so we're not going to go down to that. And there's no chance of us getting burnt because of the Misty terrain up. So we do fake out the Kartana. Kartana finishes Tailwind. Okay. That isn't great at all. Can we stall out the Tailwind? I don't know if we can. Because I could switch Tapu Fini out into Gigalith, but I could just be handing this Kartana free beast boosts. That's the thing. I mean, one thing I could do is I could switch in Gigalith back in for Fini, and I could go for a Zingzap into the Pelipper. My opponent might double in to the Togedemaru here, but I don't know how likely it is. Maybe they want it. They kind of feel like they want to maybe get rid of the Tapu Fini here. Sacred Sword into Togedemaru. Takes us down to our Sash. We're gonna get doubled into, lose Togedemaru here. Scald. Yeah. Okay, so I think we've lost this game. What we could have done there was just Spiky Shield with Togedemaru. And the Tailwind's kind of knackered us here. Unless my opponent thinks the Tapu Fini is going to protect here and go into Gigalith. But would you just go into the Tapu Fini? You'd probably go into the Tapu Fini, to be honest, because you've got the Scald for the Gigalith, so we can't protect with Fini. I guess I just Rock Slide and just go for Hydro Pump, I guess, into Kartana. Pelipper protects. What are we going to see this Kartana go for? Leaf Blade into Gigalith. Does pick up the KO. If the Tailwind ends here though, we are locked in that Hydro Pump, that's the only problem, so we're not going to be able to hit this Pelipper for good damage. Maybe should have thought about that beforehand. And this is not going to be a 2-hit kill by any means, even if the Tailwind runs out. I don't think Moonblast would have been either mine, but again, we're probably better off that last turn protecting Gigalith. But again, you know, the Tailwind's still up, so just a difficult situation and well played from my opponent. I just feel like we got ourselves into really bad positions by knocking things out unnecessarily, where we maybe should have, you know, the turn we Shadow Balled Metagross, we probably should have Shadow Balled the Golduck. But because that's what kind of led to the downfall of P2 in that situation, and we needed P2 to deal with the Kartana, not bringing Arcanine or anything like that to that game, so or our own Kartana, and we maybe should have brought our own Kartana, you know. The Assault Vest version in the rain does a decent job against that sort of build, so I think a combination of bad Pokemon choices there and just bad decisions with our P2. If we'd KO'd the Golduck, not the Metagross might have attacked into us there, but at the same time, the Pelipper's not coming in and making the Golduck or putting anything in a position where it can just straight up KO the P2. P2's still faster than everything, so we would have always got a recover off that next turn, more than likely. So that's the big crux there, I think. Our decision making, and obviously, you know, Kartana would have been really useful there as well. Being able to deal with the opposing Kartana to a better extent than what we had left anyway. So maybe need to just think about that going into future matches. And that's the problem with best of one as well, you know, if you make a little error early on in your games, or make an error in your team preview or something like that, then it will cost you, and it's not really any going back in that kind of situation, because it is a best of one game. So let's hope we can find another opponent pretty quickly and then move on. And the other thing that I want to do, I'm a bit pressed for time this week with putting content up, but it is our episode analyzer. You know, we did start that, and that is something I do want to bring back and feature a lot more in the series. And maybe we just have one, rather than doing it straight after the episode, maybe at the end of the week on a Friday or something, we have the losses that we incurred with the team. Like, make just an episode like a team analyzer almost at the end of every week, and we take all the losses, we kind of just chop them up, have a look at each game, dissect them, have a look at where we went wrong, what we could have done differently. If we couldn't have done much differently, then have a look at the team, the build, and look at maybe suggestions on where we could go forward from there. That sounds like quite a cool idea. So if it's something you guys would like to see, we can definitely start that. Probably not next week, but the week after. And why not next week? But I might need a little more time for you guys to get back to me. Let me know if it's something you would like to see. But I think it would probably be better than just jamming it on the end of an episode, because sometimes the episodes do go on a little bit longer than I'd like them to, and then we end up with episodes that are like 45 minutes long, which is, you know, it's fine if you enjoy the content, but sometimes you're a bit pressed for time and you only got 45 minutes to sit in front of one of these videos just to watch a couple of games and then an episode analyzer. Whereas if we did it at the end of the week, all in one fell swoop, and hopefully we don't have too many losses. This week, I think that was the first loss we had this week. So for instance, the episode analyzer be a bit more in depth about probably looking at the team and what we struggle against after doing a quick review of the initial loss and so on and so on. So hopefully if the loss is low, then we can keep those videos low, but it might be a bit more beneficial and kind of probably a good way to show you guys how you kind of examine your losses and how you kind of react on them and build on them going forward. So might be an idea. Let me know what you think. I'd be totally up for doing something like that. Sounds a bit fun. So got a next opponent from Japan, Andy, and they're running a team of Tapu Lele, Tapu Fini, Garchomp, Arcanine, Mandibuzz, and Pheromosa. So Pheromosa does cause a few issues. It does outspeed everything on our team, apart from the Tapu Fini. So we could lead Tapu Fini here, but I think leading Tapu Fini kind of will give away a Scarf. I'm going to go P2 Togedemaru because the fake out support here is really strong. Again, the problem is the Mandibuzz does scare me a little bit with our P2. So what do I want to bring in the back? Maybe Fini in Kartana. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that and see if this is going to be good enough to do the job. Hopefully it is. It's strange with the team as well. I find that I don't really bring Arcanine very much to many games, so that's maybe a slot that we could look at potentially changing to patch up some issues with things like that. Put Gyarados there maybe. Put Tapu Lele in instead of Tapu Fini. Could work. So we do see the lead of Arcanine and Tapu Fini from my opponent. We are going to get a download boost in attack, which is not the best, but do we go for the Z? Yeah, I do go for the Z conversion, regardless. Yeah, I'll just fake out the Arcanine. There's obviously threats here though, from the Arcanine could have Roar, the Tapu Fini could have Haze, so there's a lot of different variations that could kind of shut this conversion strategy down. There is a Taunt, so it's not likely that the Tapu Fini has Haze. It's probably quite likely that the Arcanine has Roar though. Or maybe not. But we will get the conversion boost off here with Porygon2. And let's go. Let's start attacking into the Arcanine here. Let's go Shadow Ball and just go Zing Zap. Or do we preserve Togedemaru for later on in the game? Because we could just bring in Tapu Fini here. Yeah, let's bring in Tapu Fini. Because we'll be able to chip the Arcanine down a decent amount with the Shadow Ball, and then Tapu Fini should be able to finish it off. There's the Shadow Ball into Arcanine. Swagger. Oh, it avoids. The Arcanine avoids. Oh, that is super unfortunate because they're going for the Infinite Overdrive, and this add +2 would have picked up the kill 100%. So we get very fortunate here. We should be able to take this though, I would imagine. Yeah. Okay, so what I'll do here is just go for... Oh, I can't recover, can I? I'll go for a Shadow Ball into the Arcanine slot, and I'm going to go for Muddy Water as well. So if the Muddy Water KOs it, it'll just retarget onto the Arcanine. The Tapu Fini, so that's fine. So we do get the Muddy Water off. Pick up the KO onto the Arcanine, which is good. And that Shadow Ball I'll redirect onto the Tapu Fini here. Hopefully we can survive whatever the Tapu Fini throws out at us. We should be able to. And the Taunt, but it does fail. It's a little bit awkward now. Taunt wears off, so we can make use of that recover if we want to this next turn. Mandibuzz hitting the field. Do I switch? Let's go for a recover with P2 and bring in Togedemaru. Because if I want Finny back in, I kind of want the Moonblast to be hitting that Mandibuzz for super effective damage. So Tapu Fini going to withdraw. I'm going to see Garchomp come in. I'm going to probably see a Tailwind here from the Mandibuzz. You've got to imagine. Yeah, there's the Tailwind. Now do we fake out into the Garchomp, double into the Garchomp? Or do we double into the Mandibuzz expecting the Garchomp to protect? But the Garchomp hasn't got Tech Rage here, so could be an Assault Vest variant, which could be quite interesting if it is. Let's fake out and Ice Beam into the Chomp here. No break up as Sash on Togedemaru, but there we go, we are going to get that off. We'll see if it is Assault Vest or not. Mandibuzz just going for a Snarl, okay. So, I'm not showing foul play just yet. We get the Ice Beam into the Chomp. Okay. That is really unfortunate. So, regardless of the Snarl there, really unfortunate for my opponent. We get a critical hit and take the Garchomp down, which kind of ruins the game a little bit. Especially for my opponent. We see the Tapu Fini come in, get that Misty Terrain back up. Probably just gonna get snarled again by the Mandibuzz. How many turns of Tailwind left? 2? Yeah, 2 turns. Could just recover here, and I think I'll just Spiky Shield with Togedemaru. Because we can switch out the following turn with Togedemaru. We see a Swagger into P2. So we're going to see the Mandibuzz go for foul play. Yep. So we didn't really need to protect the Togedemaru there. Ooh, we survive it. Wow, okay. That is interesting. I didn't think we'd survive that. Pull a double switch here, to be honest. I could just double into the Tapu Fini. That's probably not a bad idea. I will get one of these attacks off. So we see Scald to Togedemaru. Snarl, Togedemaru avoids. It's going to go into the P2. We are going to get a Zing Zap off though into the Fini. As well as that Shadow Ball, this isn't going to be doing too much. But you never know, that might chip it enough to put it in range for the Zing Zap to take it down. And it does. Excellent. So we're just down to the Mandibuzz now. We've got plenty of resource left to deal with it, so we should be alright. I'm going to switch out Crazygon2 here. Don't want it going down necessarily, and we might need it later on in the game. And then just go for a Zing Zap into the Mandibuzz. Here's the Zing Zap. It's such good damage, you know. Like, we see a Tailwind come up from the Mandibuzz. It's probably going to go for a Roost here. But I imagine it does. I'm going to go for a Sulk. Just setting it up for Kartana coming in later on. and I will go for a... do we expect a roost? I definitely expect a roost here. I'm going to go for an encore, predicting a roost coming out from this Mandibuzz. Oh, it's just a foul play. Okay. This still works out alright because Togedemaru goes down. We're going to get the soak off into the Mandibuzz. Foul play is not going to take Kartana down in one shot. Definitely not now. It's not stab, dark type attack. And we can just Leaf Blade it and pick up the KO from this range. So I'll switch out Tapu Fini so we're not locked into Soak for the rest of the game and just go for a Leaf Blade. That should be game. Should be. I just feel really bad for my opponent. I think they should have they kind of deserve to win it, but you know, sometimes just things don't go the way you want them to go. Like I feel like the Swagger on turn 1 onto the Arcanine if that had hit, it would have been a completely different game, but it didn't hit and it's ended up how it is. But good game to my opponent. I do feel a bit bad about the RNG there, but as I say, you know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes you just got to deal with the cards that you're dealt, and sometimes you get dealt dirt cards, sometimes you get dealt amazing cards, and you just have to accept each and every one as they come along. And this is Pokemon after all. There's so many variations that can happen every turn depending on whatever move you pick. So never mind. But at least we get a victory to send the team off with, and a massive goodbye to the team. I've had a lot of fun playing it. Do let me know if you've enjoyed the team this week, guys, if you tried it out, the QR code and all that. As always, the QR code and the Pastebin are in the description below. If you want to try it out yourselves, jump on the Battle Spot ladder, then you can hop over to the global link. Just click the link for the QR code, it'll bring it up on your global link page, and just use that QR code and have a little run out with the team and let me know how you get on with it. But we're going to wrap things up there, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I'm sure I will hope to enjoy Bilbao. Look forward to seeing a lot of you that are out there this weekend. It'll be amazing. And yeah, just whatever you're doing, if you're not competing or anything, do try and check out the stream from the weekend. It would be great to hear your thoughts on how the stream went, what the games are like, and what the casting was like as well. So it's all important, all helps improve and grow the community and things like that, and that's the biggest thing. We just want to try and keep growing the community, introducing new players into the community, and all having fun. So we'll wrap it up there, guys. Have a lovely weekend. Good luck to those competing. And I'll see you all on Tuesday. So thanks for tuning in. If you've enjoyed today's episode, as always, please leave a like on the video. It's massively appreciated. It does really help the channel out as well. If you're new to the channel, I welcome you. Like I always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. And make sure you hit the subscribe button so you stay up to date with all of our daily content from our School of Hard Knocks series, which is this one, a QR code series, Best of 3 Battler, Battle Spot doubles, streams, and everything else in between. So yes, do that. But there we go. Have a lovely weekend, guys. I'll see you all on Tuesday. Remember that I won't be around enough on Monday from getting back from Bilbao, so it will be Tuesday when we do our next episode. But I am already looking forward to it, and we'll have a new team. Do get the suggestions in for team ideas that you want to see and things like that, and we'll make sure something happens. So it should be very exciting, but I'm already looking forward to coming back and seeing you all on Tuesday. We'll have the stream next week as well, just to catch up on the regionals and stuff like that, discuss what's happened, and play some VGC content. And we're getting very, very close to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so the hype will be building. So very exciting times. And I'm going to stop now, and I'll see you all on Tuesday. So take care of yourselves, guys. Until Tuesday, bye bye.